Howdy everybody, BygPhattyPlus here, and it's time once again for a glog, and of course, it's my birthday. Not when I'm recording this, but when I'm setting it to upload. Yes, it's my birthday. I'll be 37 years old. Woo! Whoop-de-frickin-do! I swear, it's like someone let me choose between anything else and getting a day older. I'm like, anything else. Almost anything else. I mean, anything mildly boring. From pleasant to at least mildly boring. If someone says, would you like to die? I'm like, well, of course that's debatable, you know. It's like, yeah, death might be preferable. But, yeah, I remember when I used to look upon my birthday, not as a sign of a day getting older, but of like, hey, it's a great day, you know, I made it another year. Also, cake and whatever, but the last several years have been kind of bleh. It's like, every time, I'm going to get a little depressing here, but it's like every time I have my birthday, I feel like, oh, it's another year, oh, I'm a year older, another year of failure and everything. And it's just, it's I see it as another year of everything not going the way I want it to. And people say, well, that's life. That's life. Life never goes the way you want it to. And I'm like, you know what? I would like at least a few times where life went the way I wanted it to. And I'm not talking just minor things, I'm talking major things. I would like my life to go the way I would like to, but it seems like every day my life steps further and further away from that path. And it's like, people say, well, if life's closing doors on you in one direction, that's life telling you that's not what you need to do. And it's like, you know, well, yeah, it wouldn't be the problem if it weren't for the fact that life keeps telling me, no, this is what you need to do. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. I hate doing that. You know, and it's frustrating when you see other people getting to do something they at least enjoy or have fun doing, and you realize you can't do that. You're not allowed to. And, you know, it's like maybe there's a limited surplus of happiness in the universe, and it's all taken. And you can't get any more. It's like if there's too much happiness, then the universe is out of balance or something. It's like, you know, it puts me in the mind of like the Jedi going around trying to maintain the balance, make sure there's equilibrium maintained all around the universe. You know, and it's just like, well, I can see like why there's some people who like the Empire. You know, it's like, they don't care about balance. Like, hey, we want to make your life better. We're going to put in stormtroopers like garrison to protect you, and we're going to make your life better. And then you have the rebellion. Yeah, I don't like the Jedi. It's like, every time I played a game that let me choose my path, I always went to the dark side. I was still a good guy, mind you. It's like, I used to play Knights of the Old Republic. And I picked a power tech, a Boba Fett character, basically, and I worked for the Empire. I was a bounty hunter, but I did mostly good things. Sometimes here and there, I would play a little dirty Harry and go, you know what? I'm going to shoot this mofo in the face. I'm going to shoot him in the face. This man has upset me. He needs to die. But most of the time, I was always on the side of good. I'm like, I'm gonna help people out because, you know, yeah, I'm on the dark side, but I'm a good guy. You know, whereas I look at all the Jedi and everything, go, the balance must be maintained. Like, you know what? The balance ain't like a freaking teeter-totter, okay? The rules of a teeter-totter is one person on one side's got to be at least a little heavier and a little stronger on the other side, so that way the smaller person on the other side gets to have a little lift and everything, you know? And I'm not saying that the person on the other end has to be 400 pounds, you know? Because more often than not, when you see a fat person on one end of a seesaw, they're not moving the seesaw at all. They're just sitting there laughing at the people trying to push them down. You want someone who's heavy, who can, push everything up so that way that the person on the other hand gets some fun. You push up, yay! And if someone's heavier than you comes along, yay, great! Someone's going to take that out of context. I know it. Someone's going to take that out of context and going, what? But I just feel like there's a finite quotient of happiness in the universe, and it's all soaked up. And you see everyone being happy, doing exactly what they want to do, and they have little bits of sadness here and there. And the happiness they don't get from there is dripped down onto the rest of us. And it's like, it just sucks. It's like someone gets a little bit of happiness, but it's like, here's this person sucking it all up, like they're drinking the last bit of grape drink. It's like, you couldn't say nothing? Had to drink the whole freaking gallon? Had to sit there and literally put your mouth on the freaking bottle of the gallon and just drink it straight to the head because you didn't want to use a glass. And you figure, well, no one's going to drink after you, so you're going to drink the whole thing up. And then you wonder why you get a black eye. So it's just frustrating. You sit there, I want to be happy. It's like, I would like things to go right in my life. And yet, every time I start to go down the path, hey, this might work. It's like, oh, look, there's a freaking cliff downhill. And it's not like one of those things where this is a big step forward. You have to deal with this fall, but you're going to make it. Like that, like you see the path go straight down, and if you survive the impact, there is a path going up. No, it's literally straight down, and you look down, and it's like it's so far deep you can see into the Marianas Trench. You can see Cthulhu waving at you, like, hey! I'm like, nah, I ain't coming down there. So it just gets kind of frustrating, And when you're dealing with other issues, like depression and anxiety and whatnot, it kind of makes it even rougher. It makes to normal people who don't have these issues or don't have them as bad, you have normal missteps that are like, he'll work out tomorrow. Or don't bother him as bad. Then you have someone like me who has bad anxiety and depression, and suddenly just one misstep that would normally just make someone else go, oh, that's no problem. It makes me freak out about it and get upset. It's like today. Actually about 5 a.m. this morning, the new expansion for Final Fantasy XIV, Shadowbringers, dropped. Now, I couldn't stay up till 5 in the morning to pre-patch. I couldn't. I couldn't do it. So I said, all right, I'm gonna wait until I get home from work today to do it. And of course, while I'm at work, because it's dead as a doornail at work, I look on the phone and, oh, look! Everybody on Twitter says that the game is getting DDoSed. I'm like, of course. Get those people out there go, don't play Final Fantasy! Go play WoW! Or something. It's like, go toddle off, child. But you see that and you're thinking, oh, this can't hurt the patches, can it? And this probably is. You probably did, because I come home and I've tried at least 20 times. I could not get the blasted launcher to patch. I keep getting this stupid error and it ticks me off. And it's like, my logical side of the brain is like, it's because they're having a DDoS right now. Wait a day or so and then you'll be able to patch. But on the other side is, I'm sitting there freaking out going, okay, if I can't patch this at all, it means I'll never be able to patch it no matter what I do. And after about a week, I'm just going to uninstall it and walk away from Final Fantasy because I can't patch it. And it's like, right there, I can tell my brain that's a stupid thought. But yet my brain, because of the way I am, I'm still entertaining that thought. It's like when you tell a fat person who's on a diet, don't eat that cookie. If you eat that cookie, you will die. And you look at that fat person, and they're thinking, if I eat this cookie, I will die. I want to live. But at the same time, it looks like a tasty cookie. Actually, that doesn't really help it at all. That's a horrible analogy. Okay, I'm trying to think of a better one now. Okay, it would be like I can't think of a better analogy. But that's basically what's going on in my brain right now. So it's like I'm sitting there. My logical side is telling me it's fine. Wait a day or so, you'll be able to patch. But then, on my irrational, addled, freaking anxiety and depression-ridden side of my brain is telling me, oh, you're never going to be able to play again. You might as well just uninstall now and go off to play Destiny or freaking whatever it is. Morrowind or something. You know? And so I got that issue going on in my head. And I know that is a dumb issue, but when you're dealing with stuff, you know, it's that issue. You know, and it's the same issues. Like I had a disagreement with someone on my Facebook friends about an issue, and this other person who, you know, I rarely interact with, went off on me. You know, it's like, oh, I'm wrong. How could you think this? You're stupid. You're a piece of crap. And of course, my friend whom the original post belonged to was basically echoing their sentiments, and I'm just sitting there like, did I just ruin a friendship because I posted my opinion? And it's like, they're still talking to me. They understand I got my own ideas, but on the side of my head, I'm thinking, well, this person is going to be in the process of blocking out every facet of social media that they can, and is probably going to go tell me to go to hell and kill myself. And that's the issue. I hate the way my brain works. I do. I hate it. But it's something that requires professional help to fix. And unfortunately, I can't afford that kind of professional help. And so I just have to deal with it. And that's the problem. Because I don't know. I don't know if I can handle it long enough. You know, it's one of those things where it's like every day I start thinking, can I keep going like this? And I don't know if I can. And I know it's incredibly stupid. But it's something that I am still having trouble thinking about, you know. And it's like this really came to the forefront in my mind a few days ago when it was revealed that Etika, a well-known gaming YouTuber, took his own life by jumping off a bridge. And a lot of people, is like, he made a final post on his YouTube channel before YouTube sadly yanked his whole channel down, because, you know, YouTube does that. And I got to see the video. I got to see it. And I wasn't aware of him too much. I mean, I knew of him. I didn't really watch his content too much because it really just didn't appeal to me. But I understood the appeal he had to many other people. I mean, he had an over-the-top personality. And it's like, the man really liked Mario products. So he had like a whole thing called the Joy-Con Boys. He actually had a shirt called the Joy-Con Boys. He was a full-on Nintendo Switch fan. And you would see a lot of people meme his reactions to characters being announced in Super Smash Bros. And he was over the top, losing his mind type of deal. And a lot of people are upset that that's not going to be there anymore. They're not going to get to see that anymore. And when I got to see his goodbye video, because a lot of people mirrored it. Like, the second it went up, people mirrored it and everything because they were concerned. I watched the whole thing, and this was a man who had made the decision that day, that morning, that he was going to end it. That he was going to just say, I'm done, and end his life. And it was the scariest thing listening to it, because he spoke with such conviction that he knew when he finished recording that video, he was going to end it all. And it was such a chilling thing to listen to. And he even cried a little bit because he knew it was over. He was upset that he wasn't going to get to see the next episode of Attack on Titan. But he felt that he was such a failure to his friends, to his fans, to his family, that he couldn't keep going. And he felt like such a failure that he had no option other than to end it. That he felt so worthless. And it's like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I know exactly how he felt. Because I have had times in my life where I have felt that bad. Where I have felt like, why do I keep going? I'm worthless. But it's just like, it's like, it's a thought people have. People will have them. The issue is you have to find a way to deal with it and not give in. And, my reason was Mary. Unfortunately, Etika didn't find a reason to keep going. He didn't find that one thing that kept him going. And that's sad, because, many of us have been at that point where they were sitting there contemplating it, where that was literally the first decision they're making that day is, do I keep going or do I kill myself? And many people make the decision just flippantly and lightly. Some people take it rashly to end it. In his voice, you could tell he had pure conviction. He thought about it, and he chose the bad choice. And it makes you think of how close we all are. That all it takes is one simple thought, one ounce of conviction, and that's it. And that's what's been making me think. And it's, when you're getting another year older, and you still haven't done anything. And I fight with it every day, trying to keep going. And it's like, I keep going mainly for her. Even though she's not here anymore, I know she would be upset. So it's like, I keep going. hoping, is like maybe one day it will get better. Everything will finally work. But, because a lot, remember that old classic line of everything will work out. But the thing is, it doesn't always work out. That's the depressing thing. Sometimes it doesn't work out, and suddenly you're stuck. You're stuck somewhere you never wanted to be stuck in, and there's nothing you can do. And suddenly you're... Sorry about that. The thing I was playing with is this little miniature Etch-a-Sketch, and it fell off and hit the space bar on my keyboard and stopped the recording. But where was I going with this? I forgot. I actually know where it was going, but it actually was getting kind of depressing. That's exactly where I was going. I was actually going very depressing with it. And it's like, I don't mean this glog to be depressing, but it's my glog. It's where I can sit there and verbalize what I'm thinking and feeling. And I have to get thoughts out, but I don't want it to be too depressing, because then people start thinking, are you okay? Is everything okay? And then suddenly YouTube deletes my channel because, oh, you're having thoughts of suicide. We can't encourage that. We're going to delete your whole channel. And it's like, oh, awesome, great. So instead of reaching out to me and asking if I'm okay, you just delete my whole channel and make me feel even worse. So then you give me the option of either trying to struggle on Twitch full-time and ignoring YouTube, or offering myself. Great job. YouTube, you need to fix your crap. Seriously. You really need to fix your crap. You need to stop that. Again, with the whole Etika situation, it's like, oh, Etika took his own life. Let's delete his channel. Of course. Why not? Because YouTube's crap. But yet we're still here because we're all trying to make it. Oh, crap. Didn't even... Screw up my timer, too. On the basis of... Because of how depressing I went. I actually was going to start over and delete the whole thing, but then I'm like... I don't want to go through another 25 minutes of talking. Again. But I just hope that things get better. And if it doesn't, well, then nothing I can do about it. Just sit there and... I'm reminded of someone I follow on Twitter. A guy named Crip Daddy, where he was born disabled. He was complaining about how, he was complaining about how people always feeling sorry for him. He goes, no, he feels sorry for us, the able-bodied people who have to go out and work and get jobs and everything. He's like, when life screwed him, by having him born to be disabled, he figures, what, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bend over, spread my butt cheeks, and tell him, hey, have a good time. Just go ahead. Nothing I can do about it. So it's like that. It's like, go ahead and have your good time, But, it's difficult when your mind is like mine, I have a lot of friends that sit there trying to cheer me up, hey, let's hang out and do this. And it's like my thought of, I don't want to. It's like people tell me, oh, you should do this. And it's like I said, I just don't want to. And it's like, I want to just wallow in my self-pity. And it's like, I shouldn't. And it's like, you have to fight it. Even when you don't feel like it, you have to. You have to keep going. Because... But I try every day. I try. I just hope I can keep trying. But anyway, I'm sorry if this vlog got a little depressing. It's my birthday. My birthday's always depressed me now. A quick thing. There might be a stream tonight. I'm not sure. I really don't know. I know it's on a Wednesday, so there might be a stream, but then again, I have no idea. Someone might pop over and go, "Hey, we're gonna do this," and I go, "Okay." Actually, that never really happens. No one's ever, "Hey, let's go out for your birthday." That's never really happened. I've never had that happen, so. More than likely, I'm gonna be home. It's just gonna be where my mental state of mind is. Am I going to feel like going anywhere or even doing anything on my birthday? I might just want to be quiet. I don't know. But so there might be a stream at the usual time, hopefully. I might stream another, might try and finish Dead Space. Then again, I might try to stream Final Fantasy if I can get the dang thing to patch. But anyway, I'm sorry if this vlog's a little depressing. Most of my vlogs usually are. But until my next whatever, this is BygPhattyPlus. Sayonara.